Most of us take the gift of sight, the ability to see anything and everything, for granted every single day. But one young woman had that gift ripped away in a freak accident.
But now her lack of vision has been replaced with a very special guide dog. This morning, I'm showing you how that trained animal brought everything back to the woman who thought she had lost it all.
I was driving with my boyfriend, and I was sitting in the passenger side of the vehicle when an object randomly came through the front windshield, and it hit me right in the face. So I lost my sight and smell immediately upon impact.
That was 4 years ago, right after she graduated from college at the University of Miami. And for the first 2 years of her new life with no vision, Marin Balmer had to figure out how to survive solo every single day.
I think for me, losing so much in such a small amount of time, I needed something to hold on to. And the idea of having an animal who was going to be by my side every day and take care of me was really something that got me through the worst parts of it.
Her dream for a guide dog dominated her thoughts and positively impacted her goals.
Oh yeah, he's laying down in the water.
But it would still take another 2 years for Marin to meet and fall madly in love with her right-hand hero.
I applied right after the accident. I was ready, and that's why I really started learning everything as soon as I could. So I learned how to walk with a cane and cross busy intersections, how to read and write in Braille, because I knew just like pushing myself as hard as I could would get me one step closer to him. And it did.
And then the day came when this 80-pound Labrador Retriever was gifted to her by Guiding Eyes for the Blind, a nonprofit group connecting working animals to humans with disabilities. It was love at first feel, touch, and kiss for Keegan and Marin.
He loves cuddles. I mean, if I'm sitting on a couch or a bed, expect him to be on top of me. Like, he knows no bounds, and I don't want any privacy. Like, I need him as close to me as possible. He loves kisses. Sit!
Good boy, good boy. Now Marin knew by being gifted Keegan, her whole world was going to open up. He becomes her eyes. We know service dogs, working dogs, they're amazing, right? What she wasn't expecting is how much independence she would get back by having this guy by her side.
They open up so many doors that I never knew were possible having no sight. Like, I did not know that someone without eyesight could run without the need of another person there. I didn't know that I could use public transportation so easily.
And that's because guide dogs like Keegan train for months to learn how to safely lead their humans in all ways, even taking Marin on stage for her job as a motivational speaker, as she talks about adversity and mental health and her story of struggle and survival.
I think the biggest hurdle with learning how to be a guide dog handler is actually learning how to put your trust into an animal 100%, which is hard.
I can imagine. But now it's about more than Marin leaning and Keegan leading. It's about these two living life to the fullest together.
I think also just having a large dog next to you just makes you feel safer when you don't know your surroundings, because you don't feel alone. And I think a common fear we all have is the dark. So being in the dark constantly, it's nice to have a guiding light next to you.
She just touches my heart. I've got goosebumps. Marin is amazing. Guiding Eyes for the Blind and Miami Lighthouse for the Blind were the two organizations that changed Marin's life for the better. I've never been so inspired by one woman and her dog, so